I now found my voice within a piece of paper, and that was my catalyst for self-expression. I was born mute. For the first few years of my existence, everyone was like, why doesn't he talk? And everyone was like, I don't know, he doesn't talk. But because of that, I did have a bit of a struggle connecting socially with other people, both my age and older. I just kind of kept to myself, and until I got encouraged to write. There was a whole class-wide poetry competition being held with a bunch of different other schools, and we all wrote a poem, and I did my best to shoot my shot, and it got submitted. A couple of weeks later, they told me that I won. And my teacher, Maria Ramirez, she decided to invite me to this poetry club that she had after school. She pushed me so harshly, and I hated it at the time, but I'm very grateful for it now. But she pushed me on forward to just write and write, and I experimented, and I was like, cool, I can write. But then she was like, no, you gotta perform it. Listening to the I Have a Dream speech of Dr. Martin Luther King, who's my biggest idol, just how he spoke allured me so much. I held on to every single word and every pause that he gave. That's when it really kicked into gear for me as to how powerful words could be. When I learned about writing and what it could do for me in terms of not only can I say what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, it's a form of being able to be understood by other people. When I tell people how I feel, it's a bit harder for people to connect to that. But if I tell them what it feels like, what I'm feeling, that's where people start to connect. This sadness felt like a train wreck to my heart. That gives more emphasis and almost a validation as to what I'm feeling. One day they will cry for water, and the earth will not answer. One day the shift in value will come too late. One day the speaker shall be speechless, and the silent will sing. Time wasted in things that you cannot control. Take a moment to savor the rain as it falls to meet your skin. The fights brought you only bloody knuckles and nothing more. Big actions come from small ones. Forgiveness comes when you are honest. Defeat only comes when you keep your head down. So just breathe. Remember, you have a heart, and so do they. What you think may not be the same tomorrow. What you desire most might not fill your hunger. So just breathe. To say I love you might hurt you first, but if you say goodbye now, you might be cursed. Make a wish from hope into a whisper into the air. Say thank you, for you are present. Cry when your heart can hold no more secrets. Let go. Because on this night, you cannot bring it with you. So just breathe. When you're, born as a male, biological male, you're taught to be this manly man, that you can't be this, you can't be that, you have to do this, you have to do that. And so I decided to write a poem about that, and I presented it to a college. And then this little girl was just like, my brother is facing the same backlash of that he's too sensitive, that he's too feminine, he's too much of a girly girl. I want to give this poem to him. Do you mind giving me the copy of this poem? I almost cried because, wow. It's a huge honor and a shock, but in a positive way, that somebody else is going through something like that, and that you were able to be that person that tells them that everything's gonna be okay. I talk to people who are doing great work themselves and they're making strides. And the only way that we can continue that movement is to push it. A single poem was able to kind of shake somebody in a sense to want to do something active, and what that looks like is up to them. Most of the poems that I write, while most of them I don't share, the ones that I do share, I want to be sure that I can say them and that they are my own voice. And so I'm like, all right, cool. Do these lines make sense? Can I memorize them quickly enough and get that rhythm in? And that's when the spoken word comes out. Y sana que sabe mi alma, hermanas, hermanos, les mando saludos y abrazos a todos desde los campos con puro trabajo así con las manos, cruzando los lagos y dando los frutos y mangos. Somos los magos, mi gente, abre la mente, we switch the dimensions. I speak of the Spanish, I'm doing the sessions, I'm learning the lessons. I do this for mothers and trenches and others I can this and you might have missed. This is one planet, so practice is selfless, abolish is selfish. The truth is, we gotta end it. So tell me you felt this. And I'm emphasizing the unity, my rising community. I painted so beautifully, I say so truthfully. Don't make a eulogy, money, immunity. Fulfilling the prophecies, changing the policies, youth in the odyssey. Gaining identity, gaining the energy. Let's do it ancestrally. Cause they're praying for war, they're praying for gold. I'm praying for snow, I'm praying for hope. Saving the world, now that is the goal. I'm shooting the comments and bows. Listen to elders, grandmother knows. My brothers and sisters, I give them a rose. And I'm loving my neighbor. You know how that goes. They're burning the coal, they're taking some more, can't take it no more. They did it before. On the same road, heavy's the load, the sage is on fire, I'm bathing in smoke. My people the mile, they're helping my soul. I'm eating a bowl, hot from the stove, I'm leaving a note, and this what I wrote. This what I wrote. To my sons Balam, Kinishishti Boshtakan, Laum Kinishkinan, Luumotoch. I'm growing some seeds with some good deeds, you know what I mean. Casales is sing over the sea, a beautiful dream to honor the king. Let freedom ring.